Now, this is the short notice fight that we were talking about earlier. Brendan Allen steps in on 4 days' notice to fight Smiling Sam Alvey. OG, veteran of the game, man. Listen, let's be honest. 19 knockouts, 33-16-1, most experience, all the experience you need. However, he is a plus 300 underdog with a minus 400 favorite in Brendan Allen. How tough do you got to be, or how skillful do you have to be to step in on 4 days and be a minus 400 favorite?
Man, you got to be, I think he has some people in his pocketbook for minus 400 favorite. Cause, do I agree with those odds? Probably. I definitely think that Sam Alvey's the underdog in this one for sure. Maybe not a minus 400. That shows a lot of respect for Brandon Allen, man.
Yeah.
He's got in, and all credit to him too, because I agree he is the more dangerous fighter in this one. But Sam Alvey's a dog, man. You can never count out those old veterans. We've seen it happen time and time again.
Sure.
And there's a reason he has the spot that he does, man.
I agree with you. However, I'm going to push back a little bit on you because, yes, did Brendan Allen lose his last fight against Chris Curtis where he got drawn into a gunfight that he did not need to participate in? Yes, but that's okay, right? But let's look at the fight right before that. Who did he defeat very handily? Oh, the dude who's fighting in our co-main event, Punahele Soriano, right? And if there's anybody who is a stylistic matchup that's similar to Sam Alvey, it's Punahele Soriano, right? Literally, this dude has probably bigger bombs in his hands than Sam Alvey does, even though Sam Alvey has some of the biggest bombs in the division. And also, at the same time, listen, Sam Alvey isn't going to give you that threat on the takedown. So what I'm going to do really fast, AJ, is because I actually forgot to update it. I'm going to put this in there, and I'm going to take that out. This is more accurate. This is actually a light heavyweight contest, brother. Because of the short notice fight, they did bump it up a little bit. So a little heavier hands are going to be getting thrown here. This is probably going to favor Sam Alvey more than it is going to favor Brendan Allen. But the smart thing to do if you're Brendan Allen, stay away, avoid the bombs of Sam Alvey, work the grappling, take him down, smash his face in, win an easy decision on 4 days' notice, or get an easy TKO or try to submit the man. But Sam Alvey's only been submitted twice in his illustrious over 40-fight career. Probably easier said than done. Do you agree with my assessment, or do we think that Sam Alvey has a couple different ways where he can win this fight? Because, real quick, we just know what does he like to do? The Tyron Woodley approach. Back against the cage, wait for the counter. Simple as that. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I think there's a very clear path for Brandon Allen to be taken on this one, man. Stay on the outside, work the ground game, get on the inside, get that takedown, get an easy decision where he has all the control, or get that TKO, ground and pound finish. The problem with Sam Alvey is he has that Tyrone Woodley approach. The power's there, but the chin has just been really started to degrade, man. The more and more losses he has, the more punches he takes where he gets clipped, where we see him on shaky legs, he's out on Queer Street. That's Sam Alvey. That's really what his MO has been coming towards, man. He's really been that dog of a fighter who's down for a scrap, who's always down to swing with the best of them. But when he gets cracked, he really gets hurt and kind of takes that backward step. It's lost a lot of his decisions, even though it's up for debate on if he won that Wellington Turman fight. Whether you're a Sam Alvey fan, you think he won, or whether you think Turman did. Turman did hurt him in that fight. So it's hard to say that Sam Alvey's still as good as he used to be. But I just think there's a more clear path for Brandon Allen on this one, man. Stay on the outside, get those kicks going, get Sam Alvey back pushed up against the fence, and then shoot in under for that takedown. Get your game going how you usually do. It's just on paper, seems stylistically leading a lot more towards Brandon Allen on this one. I mean, don't get me wrong though. Sam Alvey, he can get it done. He'll always be a company man. He may not always be a gatekeeper. We may not see him some other places, but this dude is always a dangerous fight. You come in unexpected, you throw some lazy kick, and he lands a bomb of a right hand. He can always put you out. He has that power to get it done. And with 51 fights on his record, this dude has the experience to see things coming, set something up different, and then go for something unexpected. He can always flip the script and get things going. Maybe he's been working on a little bit better of a ground game attack in his camp, but I just think that Brendan Allen has that so far solidified. It's going to be hard for Sam Alvey to get anything done. What do you think?
Well, I agree with everything you said, man. If Brendan Allen decides to go into a firefight with Sam Alvey, that will just show the fight IQ. I hope that he does not do that, simply for the sake of it'd be fun to watch, to be honest with you, but I think that in terms of, for a victory, yeah, work the grappling, come on, play it safe, get the dub. But let's not forget, for Sam Alvey in that Wellington Turman fight, Turman actually got a point taken away in the beginning of the fight, and Alvey still lost a split decision. So it goes to show, man, 2 split decision losses in his last 5. He's 0-4-1 in his last 5. That could be 2-2-1, a little bit better. Either way, I agree with you, man. It's just tough out here, man. That Ryan Spann fight was very close. That's another one that he lost split decision on that one. But Sam Alvey, you love to see him. You love that he's company man. I love that he's around. I love that he's always smiling, taking one on the chin. Not literally, but you know what I'm trying to say. And
Literally too.
yeah, literally. But listen, I think Brendan Allen, this is just a smash spot for him, man. He's arguably should probably be ranked in the middleweight division. However, this is a light heavyweight contest, so should be fun. I don't got much else to say on that one, but the over and under is 1.5 rounds on this fight. AJ, who do you have, and how do you see it going down?
Man, the change up to light heavyweight does pose a little bit different of a fight. I think Alvey might have more power and might have a better chin to him. We might see Alvey move up. But personally, man, I'm rocking with Allen. I'm going Brendan Allen. I'm going by decision. I'm taking the over. I just think he has a lot clearer of a path. And if he can get that ground game going and get that control working, it's going to be not an easy fight, but a more stylistically fight for him.
Yep. And I think I'm going the over on this one, too. I'm going in favor of Brendan Allen. And the reason why I'm going over is because look at Sam Alvey's last five. Wellington Turman, Julian Marquez, Da Eun Jung, Ryan Spann, Klidson Abreu. And the only fight that he got finished in that one was against Marquez, and that was a submission loss. No knockouts with all of those killers, with all of the bombs in their hands. Even Marquez. Marquez has ridiculous bombs in his hands, and none of those guys have been able to put out Alvey, put him away. So I think that Brendan Allen, even though he does have bombs in his hands, too, man, he doesn't have the same power Alvey does, and that move up to light heavyweight is definitely going to be influential right there.